up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone. In spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but fuck him, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach. And now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist.
This is 20% skill, 80% fear. Be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse. This dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard he fucking with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire. And Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cock. The type women wanna be within rappers, hope he gets shot. 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, his shit is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of shit that comes out of this kid's throat.
He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth or does it stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best, dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time, because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time, before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those motherfuckers he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. Yeah. Fort Minor, M. Shinoda, styles of beyond. Ryu, Talk Beer, Machine Shop.
What's up, guys? Zeb with Lotus RC.
Travis.
So today we've got the Element RC Enduro Trailwalker. You guys have probably been waiting for this video because you've seen this truck get dropped as a video bomb on every vehicle we've reviewed so far, and with good reason. Because even bone stock, this little truck is a monster. It does stuff with these 155 wheels that the Red Cat Gen 7, the Red Cat Gen 8, and the Wraith 1.9 from Axial just weren't able to do. So to get your boring stuff out of the way, there's your radio, typical trims and all that stuff that you have on a RTR. Cool little hot rod wheel with a foam steering wheel. This trigger is super smooth and nice. Power delivery is excellent on this truck.
As you can see here, we've got Zeb's completely stock. This thing just came out of the box and we went and put a beating on it. And these things just go and go and go. As Zeb said, there's a good reason we've pretty much video bombed everything with this truck. The capability is absolutely unbelievable. Mine, I cut the fenders, I cut the rear bumper off just because it drags on some stuff, makes it a little hard, catches on things. I did the 1.9 SSD steel beadlock wheels, 4.65 outer diameter.
Mine's getting buggers.
Compound tires, dual stage foam. It comes stock on 90mm Element shocks, metal body. They're a great shock. I had nothing against them. I just happen to have a set of 100mm Desert Lizards sitting around that I never got to run because my Red Cat broke. So I put them on here, and it just became a straight up beast in the suspension department.
Yeah, and here you can see these are the stock 1.55 General Grabber tires, and they're in an X3 compound, so they hook up great right out of the box. Now this one here did go kind of wackadoo on me for a little bit.
It looked like
it got all out of shape and everything, and I was still doing stuff that my other trucks wouldn't do, even with a retarded tire.
And with that tire, and the fact that that thing's still completely box stock and it followed mine through almost everything but maybe 2-3 lines, absolutely unbelievable.
And you may notice that I don't have my mirrors on here. One, that's because the mirrors on these trucks break the first time you roll them, and I actually snapped my mirrors trying to put them on this thing. So the mirrors on it, just leave them off. They're not going to last. But anyway, here's your body. You got the clear windows, nice roll cage, got the antenna here on the back. These headlights are LED capable. I took that out because the LEDs will just destroy your battery.
And as you can see a difference between our bodies, his has a fully blue bed and a gray grill. I happened to be bored, standing in the garage, spotted some spray paint, and this happened, and this happened. Boredom, spray paint, looks good, why not?
Yeah. Now I ordered this as the ready to run bundle basically, so it came with the battery as well. And I mean, I ran the heck out of this truck, and I'd be willing to bet I could still go crawl for another hour. You can see here you got a front bumper on here.
It's got the fairlead for your servo winch. The servo winch mount is actually built into the frame right next to your Reedy steering servo.
Yep, this truck's ready to do all kinds of cool stuff. You can see it's got the nice bumper. It didn't interfere with any of my entry angles at all. And look at that steering angle on this. That's ridiculous. That's better than any Red Cat or my Wraith. And then on the back here, it doesn't have a bumper. You can put one on if you want. Adjustable body posts. I believe you can adjust your drivetrain length. Comes with a full Reedy system in it. It's brushed.
And another thing that we have not touched on with this truck is, as you can see here, there's no steering link across the front to catch on the diff or to catch on rocks or anything. It's because this truck was actually designed with your steering link back here. It's behind axle steer. It's an amazing system, gets you great approach angles.
Yep, and
Awesome.
it's out of your way so you're not beating your steering up when you hit something. The gearing in it's cool. It's actually got an overdrive, and then it comes with a bunch of other overdrive stuff that you can put in here to tune it, like he did the 11.8.
Yeah, 11.8.
overdrive.
It comes stock at like 6%, and it still does amazing. I drove mine like that for a long time. I've only driven it twice with the 11.8, and the 11.8 made it a beast on climbs. You
Yeah.
get onto something steep, and she goes.
Yeah, now check this out too. You may have noticed already on this thing, look, we got metal servo with metal gears, all kinds of metal underneath here, even metal in your drive shafts and everything. This truck, at the same price as a Red Cat Gen 8, has more metal than the Gen 8,
And it's
or
far
even more
capable.
metal than the $430 Axial Wraith 1.9 that you guys have seen the video on by now. And it's a way better truck. I mean, on these stock 155s, I was doing stuff those other three trucks couldn't do with their 19s.
There's really not a whole lot to say on it other than absolutely buy one and send it. That's all there is with these things. They're so solid. Zeb's had his out of the box for not even 3 hours yet. And I've had mine for about 2 months. As you can see, my body's absolutely thrashed. My bumper's scuffed up. I've chopped it up. I've spray painted it. I've busted the roll bar. It does this stuff now. But I've been running this thing for 2 months, and I have not had one, not even one, mechanical issue on this truck.
Yeah, I've I may have only had mine for a short while, but we've been testing this truck for a while. As you guys know from watching our other reviews now, that we've been testing this truck for a little bit, and I finally got my hands on one, and I'll tell you right now, this truck's a keeper. And something I like too, Dean's plugs. I can hook any battery I want into this thing that'll fit in my battery tray instead of these other stupid like EC3s like on the Axial. The Red Cat Gen 7 has some Red Cat proprietary thing, so you got to get the battery that comes with the truck basically to run it, unless you want to do the snip and solder, which I'm terrible at.
And this thing, for being a $250 truck, is 3S capable right out of the box, where the Red Cat Gen 7 is, I believe, only 2S capable. So, I mean, if you need a little bit more juice, you throw a 3S in it and she goes.
Yeah.
But we've been running this thing hard on 2S and she doesn't give up.
And here's your stock flex on the 155s. That's more than the Wraith 1.9 has on its 1.9s, and supposedly the super cool Axial stuff.
And here is on 100mm shocks with light droop and 1.9s and stuff, and I'll go full flex on her. And I mean, this tire facing me here is almost sitting on the sidewall, and that's at full flex, which I mean is unbelievable. And how quick and easily and smoothly it settles itself.
Yeah, and what impresses me about this truck so much is that, I mean, even though it has this huge bumper on here, that doesn't seem to affect this truck at all. It's point and shoot, and if it doesn't follow the line you want it to, it's gonna somehow find traction into another line where it's just gonna go right through. This truck's almost self-guided. And something that's cool too, we haven't experienced it ourselves, but RC Driver Online, you've probably seen his video if you're seeing us at this point. But this receiver box and all the electronics and everything are waterproof. He rolled his down a hill into 8 feet of water and was able to fire the truck up and drive it immediately after.
And this truck was in that water for, if I remember right, it was like over an hour's time, and he had to use a fishing pole to get it back, and he fired it up and drove it.
Yep.
It's so solid. I mean, we both, right after he took this thing through his first couple lines, he fell in love all over again. Once you drive an Element, you're spoiled.
Yep. Once you drive one of these, it's going to be really, really hard for you to ever drive any of your other rigs. Like I've got my Gen 7 project that I'm going to be building, but it's going to be hard for me to even want to test it after driving this thing, because Bone's stock and his jaw was on the ground most of the time because I followed his modded one through most of the stuff.
And I've got probably years of experience driving longer, and that thing just it followed me.
Yep, I've been crawling since late January 2021. Here it is, March 2nd, 2021. So probably not even really a month yet I've been crawling. And with this truck, I can follow him where my other trucks just didn't want to do anything. So yeah, the driver has a lot to do with it, but this goes to show you that your truck will also affect your performance out on the trail, because with my other 3 trucks, I couldn't keep up with that thing to save my life, except with the Gen 7 in some spots. This thing, I followed him through literally everything except where being on 155s would cause my diffs not to clear by just tiniest little bit.
Millimeters, if that.
And your battery tray, it's cool, it's just Velcro.
Kind of a tough Velcro.
Yeah,
does
it's a
come with
super
longer
strong,
battery
like
tray
industrial
option.
grade Velcro. Body posts are adjustable, so you can adjust the heights for whatever body you want to put on here.
And it comes with the extended post, so if you like wanted to switch to the Trail Runner body or some kind of an SUV, maybe the JLU Unlimited Wrangler.
Yeah, don't
like
get the
that.
Trail Runner. That IFS on a rock crawler, really?
I mean, if you want to put the Trail Runner body on a straight axle rig, that would be your better way to go. But as far as IFS for the Element, I've heard both good and bad. But I've heard as far as like approach angles and stuff, it really holds you back.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we're going to cut right here to the run footage. As you saw in the very beginning of the video, it's going to be mine in stock form doing the stock truck thing. And then you're going to get to see in this upcoming footage, this thing just going beast mode with all the mods. And you're going to be just wowed by what this thing can do, I'm telling you.
Whether you're wanting to get into crawling or if you're wanting to get your kids into crawling for not even $350 out the door with shipping, RC Enduro Trailwalker.
Yeah.
Can't
So
go wrong.
here, guys, picture one of the other 3 trucks that you have seen this thing video bomb. Element. Get you one. You will not regret it. So be sure to thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share, and all that, guys. We'll see you next time.
Just shut up and do it like this.
Get yourself on track.